99.9 Punk World Radio FM. We are joined by Germany's own. We got a phenomenal afternoon interview down here in Canada, but for these guys, it is 10 p.m. out there in the beautiful country of Germany. But without further ado, this is Primetime Failure right here live on YouTube and, of course, the radio station airwaves as well. Guys, how are you doing out there tonight, all the way out there in Germany?
Doing fine.
We're doing good, yeah.
Doing fine.
The only one without a beer here, I think.
Nope. Me too. So yeah. No.
But
no
mine
alcohol.
mine is alcohol free.
They don't know German.
Oh.
So,
Well,
Oh.
I got Mike's Hard Lemonade, you know what I mean? So definitely not alcohol-free. Tastes like an orange creamsicle, but it's the first creamsicle I ever drank nor ate that can actually get me messed up. So, gotta love it.
I don't even know what a dreamsicle is.
Oh, it's kind of like a popsicle, but instead of like just flavored water in the middle, it's like ice cream. So it's like ice cream with like flavor, like orange flavor around it.
Oh yeah.
And it gets you drunk.
Honestly, the ones you buy at the store, no, but this liquid creamsicle definitely does get you pretty fucked up.
Cool.
So what's that in Germany? No, we don't have it over here, I think.
Creamsicle. Yeah, maybe something to make money. I don't know.
You have to know.
Sell it over here.
Toby's taking notes.
Yep. He brews his own beer, so don't give him ideas.
Yeah, it's bad ideas.
But I do know, guys, that it is pretty late on your end. So, of course, I'm not going to take you away from your night too long because obviously tomorrow's Monday and unfortunately individuals have to go back to work. I'm not looking forward to it, but at least we can enjoy a little bit of the Sunday that we have left. But I got to take you back 10 years ago to 2015 where Primetime Failure actually came to be this amazing band and very well known out there in Germany. But I have to ask, what is the story behind Primetime Failure? Like, how did you guys actually first meet to form this band?
So it was 1996, I think, when we.
Yeah, there's a lot of different parts to the story. So actually, like a very long time ago, we used to make music together in different constellations. And when we formed Primetime Failure, we just, I don't know, we did what exactly? We
from what I remember, and I wasn't in the band from start. So from what I remember, you guys were just talking about someone has to play this kind of music again, and so then you three guys were meeting up in the practice space just to do it, whatever. Do I remember that correctly?
Yeah, more or less. After different bands we played in, we thought just let's do the same shit we did years ago, even though no one wants to hear it anymore. And then we just did it. And
it was you talking to Jan back then, and then you needed a drummer, and that was me. So, but Jan isn't with us today. So yeah. Are we talking about this? I don't know.
yeah, we talk about it, I guess.
Yeah, that's maybe story for later. We just lost one guy and got a hold of Flo down there. So
right there.
Maybe that's about that. Yeah, from what I remember, that's basically the story. And a short while after, you guys asked me if I wanted to come hang around and play guitar, and that's basically
I think at first we didn't even want to play shows with it. We just wanted to. Toby had some ideas. We just wanted to do that kind of music as a hobby, and then people kind of liked it, I guess. Also, Toby did the whole social media thing. Toby #2, the red sweater thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we
got two Tobys. It's pretty confusing.
How do you guys actually deal with that? I do know obviously we have Toby 1 and Toby 2, kind of like a Dr. Seuss book over here. But do you guys do that in the studio? Do you guys yell Toby 2 or Toby 1? Like, how do you guys actually
Toby 1.
I'm obviously Toby 1. No, we just.
We crack a lot of jokes about missing hair, I guess. a lot of missing hair
Toby, no.
shaming is involved when referring to the Tobys.
You can try to explain the German joke about Tobi ohne Haar.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
he's
pretty
Toby,
tough.
Toby without hair.
Doesn't work in English, but rest assured, it hits close to home.
But also, guys, December 15th of 2015, you guys actually released a phenomenal 3-track demo. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about this demo. And of course, did you guys actually think after releasing that demo, you would still be going strong and better than ever exactly 1 decade later in 2025?
Which demo was it?
I think
song? The home
it was a
version,
3-song one. It was just called Demo 1 2015. It's on your Bandcamp.
Yeah, that's the one that has home and
It's the one we made on we had on tape. The first one we had on tape.
Yep.
At the shows.
I first heard it in a van when I was driving home with another band from wherever.
Yeah, so I don't think we imagined this would take off like it did for us. So at all, me at least, I didn't think anyone would want to listen to that, like outside of friends in our city.
Yeah, we just had a couple of songs, kind of song ideas you write at home, but not having a band, you can't really make something out of it. And then after we formed Primetime Failure, we pretty much, I don't know, when did we record when did we record Home?
In the studio.
Studio, I think in the beginning of 2017, I guess, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, might have been that. But in the beginning, just what Toby said, we never expected really to hit it off like we did. We never expected to play a lot of shows. We never expected to even release a record or whatever. It was just planned, like a couple of guys getting together in practice space to play some songs, play the music that we wanted to hear again, play the music that we want to play again. That was about that. And besides that, there was no plan at all.
And I got to say, I know you guys mentioned Home quite a few times, just within this topic, but I have to say, "State of Unrest" is actually my favorite song off this 3-track demo.
we actually even did a video for that, and that might be the one song we never played. Yeah, we might have played it 2 or 3 times, and then that was the one song that we didn't play live because we always kind of. You toast, we can say fuck, yeah. So
we definitely say fuck all you want.
Fuck, we
used to more or less fuck it up live. So yeah,
I love how once the okay actually is thrown out there, everybody just proceeds to say fuck.
Fuck, right.
We're kind of sorry.
Yeah, actually, State of Unrest is one of those songs Drivel wrote. So when we started off, like most of the song ideas came from my side, but a few Drivel brought in, the guy that's not here anymore.
we had to get rid of him because we couldn't play the song live, so I guess you understand.
So, but
his songs have a very unique sound, I think. So, yeah.
They were always great, yeah. But
I guess we can say the member that is no longer in the band is now at a state of unrest. Maybe now you can relate to this song 10 years later.
That's what you're saying.
But before we move off the topic of this record, guys, obviously this year actually marks 10 years since this 3-track demo got released. Do you guys actually have plans to actually kind of like remaster it and kind of rebring it back out as a 10th anniversary edition, or is that just something you guys want to leave completely in the past?
Whoa.
I think we're in a spot right now where we have to find out for ourselves what's coming up next. Like a pretty big chunk of the band just fell away with a unique voice and on stage character as well at the live shows. So yeah, right now we just gotta like test around what works, what doesn't work, in which direction we're going. Like the new song takes a bit of a new direction.
Look at the mediocre replacement you got. What he can do.
That's actually him. So yeah, I think that wasn't a priority up until now to really consider remastering something. To be honest, by now it's just like writing new songs, getting in the studio as fast as we can, and to record something new as the unit we are now, and just to find out what this might sound like and what it feels like, and actually to get ready to play shows again. I think that's where we're at. And if you'd know us a little longer, you'd know we basically don't plan ahead too much.
I mean, it's a test. We don't even know exactly where it's getting. It's pretty hard when the lead vocalist is leaving the band. So we'll see.
But we have to mention you singing on most of the songs as well. So we got to find out which of the old songs are still working in this setting, and what we want to play live, and what's not working any longer, and what the new stuff is going to sound like. And we'll see. We're pretty optimistic about it, and just experimenting and seeing where we're going. And by now, I don't know if this is just speculation or just telling too much, but we hope to be ready to play again in the summer and have something recorded by then. When we release it, we'll see. Just had the new single out in December, and that's already Toby singing all on his own. So we just wait and see what's going to happen, and we're just basically happy we can keep on going, and we're still a band, and we see where this takes us.
And also, guys, I do know as well that I'm totally jumping an album, because I do know Home was released in 2017. But I got to talk about one of my favorite albums by you guys, and that actually dropped May 10th of 2019, which is an 8-track album titled Memory Lane. I was wondering if you could actually just tell us the story and inspiration behind this phenomenal album, and of course, where can we actually snag ourselves a copy of it today?
Okay, before some of the other guys has to tell you about the motivation and all the stuff behind that record, you might be able to snag a copy on vinyl from Shield Recordings in the Netherlands, and maybe from Disconnect in the UK, but basically it's sold out. I don't even have a copy of it myself, I guess. By now it should be gone. I'm not sure we'll ever repress it or whatever, but if I can find out there are still copies out there, I can post a link down under the YouTube video or whatever, if that helps.
In the
So
description below, that's what you say. We're on YouTube.
Yeah, whatever. Daniel, Toby, you want to tell about the motivations behind that?
You want to go?
For me, okay. For me, there wasn't like really a story behind it, but more like, I think musicians keep saying it's more grown up. I think it makes more sense as a whole album, like the songs fitting together, the way we started working on the songs as a band after the first album. And like the Home album had a lot of like song ideas I already had, and we grew more and more together as a band. So I think you can hear it in the music. It's like it makes total sense as an album. So that's what I think about it. And what else to say?
To me, it feels like most of the lyrics were just like a snapshot of one of us, whatever, at a certain point in time, and all the songs together, all the lyrics together, are just like a nice time capsule of a certain place and a certain time when in our lives. It's just it makes sense because most of the lyrics reference something that's happening around us, are kind of personal and are not like a fable we're just making up at the moment. It's just like when you read the lyrics, you might find a lot of stupid little farts out of our daily lives. It's just, does it make any sense? I don't know. It's just a
And I gotta,
collection of stories out of our daily lives. Yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say my favorite track actually off this record is actually "Apologies I Have Some," man. I find such a strong song with a strong meaning behind it, but you still have that great pop punk vibe to it as well, man. You just can't go wrong with that track.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast one on the album. I like the speed of it. I mean, we don't do those really high speed melodic core songs, but for one of our songs, it's pretty fast. That's what I like about it, the drive.
And that's kind of nice. We actually managed to play like 20 songs in 30 minutes live. It kind of happens.
And what does it take to actually do that? Because I mean, like that many songs in like 30 minutes is a lot. Because obviously, when it comes to performances, you have a certain amount of time on the stage. Like, how do you guys integrate that many songs actually into such a short set?
Just have to be short songs. That's it.
3 to 7 beers. That's the correct answer, I guess.
I mean, we usually talk like really a lot on stage. So we even have less time for the songs, and yeah, how many songs and how many minutes?
Not sure anymore, but I think 20 songs in like 30 minutes, or yeah.
Make every song 1.5 minutes and you're done.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm used to that.
He's been in a screamo band before. He played bass in a screamo band called Quichotte, and the experience is just like, just imagine jumping in front of a train and just standing there for like 20 minutes straight.
Yeah, we play like an album in 20 minutes. Or we played.
And you guys have actually done a lot of work with a Netherlands record label called Shield Recordings. I was wondering, how did you guys actually get discovered by them? And of course, what is it like just working alongside that particular label?
Actually, that's one for me, I guess. I've been running a record label with some friends too. It was called Coffee, Breath and Heartache, and we did a lot of vinyl releases. We specialized in special editions of vinyl records and whatever. So we had to get rid of them. When you're running your own label, you can now end up with a big old bunch of records that you're giving away every Christmas, and your mom has 20 of them, and your grandma has 20 of them, and you have a bunch of them lying around and using them as coasters or whatever. And so you're getting in touch with the real world, and you have to actually talk to people, and that can get kind of annoying, but sometimes it's not. And Gert Jan of Shield Recordings is really a nice guy, and he put out a lot of records that I totally loved at the time. The Real Danger from the Netherlands, awesome pop punk band. He released all of that stuff, and when we started recording our first album, Home, I was just for fun sending around some of the stuff to people I knew from running my own label, and just ask around if they would just give me some feedback on that. I think I didn't even ask them about putting it out, and he got back to us, and he was just like, okay, when do you want to put that out? And so that basically happened that way, and basically it happened that way with the other labels involved too. It was just the same with John over at Disconnect in the UK, Mirko at Uncle M, who does all of our digital stuff, and for the first record we had Hectic Society involved, a bunch of friends of ours from the south in Germany. They put out a lot of awesome stuff too, but they are not that active anymore.
And also, obviously that Shield Recordings is actually out in Netherlands, but I want to take it to another country where you guys actually did work with some Polish folks. February 3rd, 2023, you guys were featured on Melodic Punk Style's compilation record titled Sounds of Us, Volume 9. I was wondering if you can actually just tell us a bit more about this compilation. And of course, how did you guys actually get connected with Poland's Finest?
Oh my God. I think if you're playing the style of music we do and you are chronically online like a lot of us are these days, you can't get around coming across the website and across the guy, and it's just when it comes to melodic punk rock, it's an institution, and you get in touch. He's posting news. We send over our stuff for review and all of that, and he just asked us if we wanted to be part of it, and we actually were just like, oh, okay. It's not like, yeah, we have to think about it. Yeah, do we really want to do it? It was just like, yeah, all right, let's do it. And that's basically how that happened. No big story behind that. And we're still so happy to be in such good company. If you see the track list, it's just like a dream come true. A lot of bands we grew up with or we admire right now, and that's just the kind of music we like to listen to too.
And I gotta say as well, it definitely is such a vibe, that album. I mean, like, every single song is absolutely not skippable. You can listen to it from front to back or back to front, or even listen to it on shuffle, going from track 5 to 13 and bounce around. You know what I mean? Either way, the album is phenomenal. Every single track is totally killer.
Thanks.
I think he's talking about the compilation, but yeah.
Damn.
I mean, no, I will admit, Memory Lane, I'm the same way, though, okay? Same way with Memory Lane. But yes, I was mentioning the compilation, but Primetime Failure, it definitely is no failure in that account. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel the same way, and I think that compilation has kind of the same vibe as the first Fat Wreck and first Epitaph compilations had. That you're getting a compilation, and you might not know all the bands, and you might never have heard about them, but you can be pretty sure that you have a high chance of liking whatever's on it, and that's kind of something that he brought back with his compilations, I guess. With labels like Epitaph really diversifying the roots. I don't like most of the stuff Epitaph puts out nowadays, but back in the days you could be pretty sure that when they put something out, you might like it, and I feel the same way about the compilations he does.
And also, aside from the music here for a moment, you guys have some of the most killer merch I've actually seen within the pop punk community. But aside from T-shirts and hats and all that cool stuff, you guys also have your own Primetime Failure sneakers available for purchase. I gotta ask, what made you guys decide to dive headfirst into the sneaker industry? And of course, where can we actually snag ourselves some footwear today? Because I looked at these guys, I'm telling you, if I bought them, I wouldn't want to wear them. So I wouldn't want to dirty them up.
First of all, I really like that you think we made a decision.
To dive into the sneaker industry.
Yeah. Things just happening is really a recurring theme with us. Toby.
Yeah. So there's this one guy in Bielefeld. He has a shop with like fair trade clothing and his own brand, and we know him for quite some years. And he's doing his own shoes since I don't know when, quite some time. And he did some collabs, I think, with another band before, and it worked good for him. 2 other bands, thanks Toby. And he just asked us, if we want to do it, and then we started like a little. Yeah, Toby, you want to say something?
I think he just didn't manage to financially ruin himself just putting out special limited editions with 2 other bands, and so he gave it a third try. And from what I heard, he didn't manage to ruin himself this time too. So we're kind of happy about that, and it's so weird to have like your own skate shoe model. If someone had told us when we were like 16, we would have told him to Yeah, don't know. Yeah, something was talking. Not sure about that, but it's awesome and it's weird at the same time. And we would never have thought about making our own, diving into the sneaker business, just like you expect
It was the next
it
logical
to happen.
step.
We feel honored. You think we're like that? We are not.
I once thought about it.
Yeah, well,
No, I just got one pair and I don't wear it. I have it. Just keep it
Hang it
new.
on the wall.
Yeah.
But also, guys, December 6th of 2024, you actually released your most recent single titled Our Disaster. I was wondering if you can actually tell us a bit more about this new song, and of course, can we actually expect new music from Primetime Failure in the foreseeable future?
No.
so,
I mean,
okay.
no. Actually, we're working on
Say
new
it to me
songs
again.
right now. Sorry. Yeah, same thing again. We're working on some songs right now, song ideas, and yeah, Flo is new to the band now, so we have to, I don't know, practice the old songs too, and we are still in the state where we don't really know how fast all of this is working. So we're working on new songs. We're trying to get a set to play live again, and that's the plans. How fast it goes, we don't know.
I think
But we
the
do
important
have
piece
the
of
plan
information is
to.
we got a bunch of songs demoed. As Toby demoed some at home, and we're just sorting out what might work, what we might want to work more on, and which
We
of
have
them might end up
yes.
on a record.
We have concepts of a plan.
But we're still waiting for something to happen to push us in the right direction. Maybe.
I mean, I guess we all hope that we can at least play shows in the summer or something.
Yeah.
And we do plan to go back to recording some songs, but yeah, we don't know how fast we're gonna reach that point. I guess.
We're still depending on luck to make it happen.
Once again.
But while you guys are actually depending on luck to make it happen, which I got to say, as a Primetime Failure fan, I definitely hope, you guys do actually, that depending on the luck, and the luck actually comes through for you guys. But I have to ask, what is next for you guys? Like, is there anything we happen to miss during this evening's interview, or in this case, this afternoon, this evening for you guys? Is there anything we happen to miss? Anything else you do still want to touch on, talk about, or promote? We still got you here live on 99.9 FM here in Canada tonight.
Oh my God! Yeah, we got an announcement to make. Just seriously, that's you heard it here first, because on the 17th of January we're putting out a remix of our most recent single. A friend of ours called Helge. He's an awesome electronic musician, and yeah, I've got my hand up. You don't want to see the gun put to my head here by Helge. We promote this. Nope. That's actually going to happen because what is it? Is it drum and bass? Is it whatever? I'm not actually sure if I'm giving the right genre here, but you might want to give it a listen because we felt it's totally worth it to release it on its own. It might be something different. We will never play it live. We actually don't know what setting you can listen to it to without going on a really fun trip, but we have to put it out. You heard it first. So January 17th. What did you want to have called it? Wait, I've got to look that up. I've got to find it out for you. It will be called Our Disaster Hell G's Failtime Prior Remix. That doesn't give away anything about it, but you might want to listen to it on weed, or you might want to. Oh no, we can't promote drugs on here. You might want to.
Mushrooms. We'll just emphasize on mushrooms, but we do not condone taking mushrooms. You take them at your own risk.
kids, don't do drugs.
Exactly. In the words of South Park, drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
But don't forget to bring a towel.
Here you go.
Timmy! But yeah, okay. But either way, guys, honestly, before we actually start going through every single South Park reference, I know there's more out there. I have to ask. Obviously, I know how to follow you guys. That's because that's where we actually got connected for this interview. But where can the individuals here in Canada follow Primetime Failure? That way, they can stay updated on not only this incredible remix that actually seems like it's totally different than what you guys have done, but where they can stay updated on everything you guys currently got going on.
Oh, I guess when it comes to social media, the place that we update the most is Instagram at the moment, because we don't want to do TikTok. We're just too old for that shit. Believe me, sorry, but I'm not doing dances for like 10 seconds and spin on my head or whatever. Twitter is like I refuse to call it X. Twitter is like a minefield, and it's not good for actual updates, I think. And Facebook is inhabited by our parents now, and by balls of scroll, just rolling along. Whatever. We've got a website that's basically just a landing page that will link you to our Instagram, and most of the stuff ends up there. So
and I got to say, it definitely is sad when you said that. I will admit, I totally agree about Facebook is now inhabited by our parents. It's like, man, it sucks.
Yeah, it totally does. So if you want to hear what conspiracies our parents are talking about, just go to Facebook. It's fine there. You might find out about Hunter Biden's laptop there or whatever.
It's weird, man. I'm in college, so a lot I'm in my 30s and I'm in college, but a lot of my classmates are like 18, 19, fresh out of high school. When they talk about social media, they'll talk about social media sites I never even heard of, and then I just be like, I don't know, I'm still on Facebook and Instagram. They'd look at me and be like, you old ass, and I'm like, fuck you.
Old ass.
You said it too. You said it.
Like straight up, I'm just like, really? What? Like, you guys aren't on Facebook? And they're like, no. Like, what's Facebook? My dad uses Facebook. And I'm like, y'all straight up, man. Like, I'll give you something your dad never gave you, an ass whooping. It's like, respect your elders, boy. But no, I got to say, guys, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving not only myself, but the radio station airwaves here in Canada a bit of your time, man. It was such an honor chatting with you for tonight, chatting with Germany's finest. Hopefully we can make this happen again sometime soon. But for now, guys, have yourselves a phenomenal night out there in Germany, and we definitely shall talk again here soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for taking the time.
Hey, you're most certainly welcome. Have a good night, Flo, Toby, Daniel, and Toby. Have a great one, guys.
Bye-bye.